Turning now to Georgia, where Democratic candidate Stacey Abrams tested positive for COVID today. It comes as the state's race for governor between Abrams and the incumbent Brian Kemp is heating up. CNN's national politics reporter Eva McKend is tracking the race from Atlanta.
It's the top issue for many voters across the country.
Inflation and gas prices. I like to drive everywhere, but these gas prices are crazy.
I think number one issue is probably the economy.
With prices rising close to the fastest annual rate in decades, Republicans hope to ride the wave of inflation fears to victory in November. But Democrats are working overtime to address pocketbook issues, including in the Peach State, where Democratic candidate for governor Stacey Abrams laid out her economic vision before business owners this week.
I personally understand how rising taxes hurt those who have the least. My plan relies on conservative economic principles to deliver for Georgia.
Abrams' plan largely involves using the state's surplus to invest in small businesses and state residents.
Medicaid expansion will create new jobs in every region of our state, and we can afford it without raising a penny in new taxes.
Georgia ended its budget year with an estimated $5 billion surplus in June. That's on top of a more than $2 billion surplus from the year before.
Here in Georgia, conservative leadership has worked tirelessly to put hard-working Georgians first.
But incumbent Republican Governor Brian Kemp argues when the surplus funds run dry, Abrams' policies will ultimately require higher taxes.
Rent and car payments keep going up, and small businesses are struggling to source materials for their businesses and their products. Make no mistake, this is the Biden-Abrams agenda for Georgia.
From Wisconsin to Michigan, Illinois, and Nevada, too, at least 4 Democratic governors have recently launched ads reacting to high prices. According to campaign ad tracking group Ad Impact, in the past 3 months, campaigns and political groups have spent about $60 million on TV ads mentioning inflation.
Look, I can't solve the inflation problem, but we're doing things right now to help.
Democratic strategist Fred Hicks says candidates like Abrams need to level with voters, acknowledge their pain, while arguing supporting conservatives won't change their reality.
Gas prices and grocery prices, those are real-life issues that are impacting folks, but that doesn't mean that they need to vote Republican if you're a Democrat.
Meanwhile, Republicans are confident they can win in November with a heavy focus on the economy, despite national concern about the recent decision to repeal Roe.
I can tell you the enthusiasm for Republicans right now is off the charts.
Though we got a bit of good economic news today, that prices remain unchanged in July. Inflation, the economy, still going to be a key feature out on the campaign trail. In fact, just a few hours ago, Governor Kemp wrapped an economic development event at the state capitol where he really characterized Georgia as an economic success story. More than 50,000 jobs created in the last fiscal year. But Stacey Abrams, of course, saying that this does not paint the whole picture and that not all Georgians are thriving. Wolf.
Eva McKend in Atlanta for us. Eva, thank you very much for that report.